And you look around the mountains and most of our farmland is in the river valleys, the creek valleys, and it was all pretty much affected. If it wasn't affected by flooding, it was affected by landslides and debris flows, so they were affected all the way around. All their entire properties were affected in most places here in the county. And our farmers, many are in different places. Some cleaned up and they're in the restarting phase. They've replanted crops, they've repaired ground. Others are just starting the repair phase just because finances, their finances didn't allow. Unfortunately, that's a lot of our most impacted farmers. Some farms won't recover. That's just part of it because where the land's rocky. They've lost all their topsoil. They don't have anything to recover. Dr. Miguel Castillo with NC State Extension, Dr. Benjamin Rajo, and a group of agents, they put together a rapid response, USDA rapid response grant program. And their idea was to go into the impacted counties and sow clover onto hay fields. And we had another extension agent, Seth Nagy, in Caldwell County, and he had a lot of experience with drones and a lot of interest with drones. And he said, hey, we can aerial seed this stuff. And so I signed up for the program just because I was looking for any way that we could to help our farmers. And I thought it'd be a way to, to increase their pasture output and reduce feed needs. And so we brought them into the county for that program, and they hired an aerial applicator. And so that was about the time we found out about the disaster recovery grants from the Community Foundation of Western North Carolina. And I was in the process of writing the grant for the seed. And as we're flying, I thought, wow, this would be awesome because we could use this technology. But we came up with this idea that, I could be a drone pilot, we could train a few volunteers, we could purchase our own drone with the funds that we were going to use to, to hire him, and we could do it cheaper and get seed to more farmers. And I thought it was a great idea. So that's how that had happened. I've never flown a drone before, not even a toy drone in my life until he came out and showed me that. And May, I got the drone. June, got my license. Middle of June, I was flying, and this was actually the first field that I seeded with crabgrass. We're over 300 acres with this drone so far. I'll hit 150 acres this spring. I know a lot of the farmers that I worked with, if they had to wait through all the government programs, they would have missed the whole planting season. And so having that funding right there available, I was able to make an immediate difference. It impacts tourism. When folks are coming into the county and they're going to their Airbnb, they don't want to look at scarred landscape and landslides. So if we can put a little greenery to that, that just adds back to the beauty that we had. It gave them hope more than anything. It was kind of a first step that somebody was actually going to be there to help. So it was really, really important that it was there and it was ready. And it was ready to go. We wouldn't have been able to do none of this without the funding we received from the Community Foundation. We were able to do the seeding, we were able to purchase the drone, we were able to distribute, I think it was over $60,000 worth of seed to farmers. That's a huge dent, over 700 acres. So that is a huge, huge deal that we wouldn't even be able to start with because I didn't have any funding laying around anywhere, to just apply to or to be able to get that quickly, and we wouldn't have been able to do that at all without the foundation.